fine takes like a minimum of 3 points. You better stay like, you know, not in trouble. There are S plates also. What? S plates? Never heard of an S plate. Once over 75. A senior driver. Seniors should not be driving. Once you reach a certain, I feel like they should get their eyes tested pretty regularly once they reach like 70. I got a red and green. Mostly had it upside down. I got fined once for having my back P plate fly off. How bullshit's that? I was driving from New South Wales to Queensland and my front or my back P plate flew off, and then I got pulled over and fined for it. Bullshit. And I got fined for having a bald tire as well. The fuck? I feel like this conversation's more fitting for the boys. Don't touch your phone while driving, kids. No, don't. Red P plates, 80 Ks, greens, 100 Ks. I think that's changed though, hasn't it? I'm pretty sure red P plates can go 100 now and greens can go 110. Or reds can go 90. I don't know, I think it's changed. Because I think, isn't it dangerous to only be going quite slowly on a 110 highway? I think it's dangerous. Nobody has any demerits, so we all start with 0 and gain them. With each fine, you gain them. Hi, my car doesn't have Bluetooth, so I have to touch my phone. Don't do that in Australia. You do that in Australia and you will be fined. And I send you a picture of you doing it as well. And you can't argue with it. The pictures are so blurry though. I feel like as if you just grab something. I also got fined for no P plates. And I was on 100. I was 100 meters from home. Yeah, it's bullshit. The police officer even said to me, he pulled me up. Like, oh, hey, hon, you know, having a chat. He goes, you got your P plates on? I was like, yeah. Like front and back. I was like, yeah, they were on my left. He goes, oh, your back one must have flew off. And I was like, oh shit, really? I didn't notice. Like I have a spare. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, no worries. Just stay seated. And then he left and he come back. He's like, so you're getting a fine for having 1 P plate? I'm like, bro, you even just said that it probably flew off. You freaking ass. That's not the case. I've seen a few cop cars with on bald tires. Yeah, I don't know why. He was just in a salty mood, and then he fined me for having a bald tire as well, like being not road safe. I'm like, bro, the hell. Not telling any stories on the bias. I may incriminate myself. We're all boys here, we won't tell. I got done twice for touching my phone, 5 points each time. Do you know what's so funny? Well, it's not funny, but I feel like my luck. I got very, very lucky and I was like, I don't want to test my luck ever again. I was at a red light and I grabbed my phone to check maps. So I didn't know where I was. I grabbed my phone and I hear a siren. Like I hear like a, was it a ring? I think it was like a whoop, or something like that, or was it a horn? I can't remember. This was so long ago, and I looked up and it's a cop and he's just looking at me. He's like, oh my god, I nearly cried. I just put it down and I was like, just grabbed my wheel and then just started driving. I was like, and I was so scared because he was behind me. I thought he was going to follow me, but he didn't follow me. So I was very, very, very lucky. He could have fined me. Could have probably taken my license. That was years ago. Can you drive a manual? No. I tried to learn a manual years ago with my dad. Oh my god. I actually, yeah, I tried to learn with my dad and then I tried again with my stepdad and I couldn't hill start and then I had a mental breakdown. I was very, very lucky because just before that, like a week before it, I got pulled over for speeding in a school zone. And he didn't fine me for the speed that I was doing because I didn't realize that it was school zone time. I was driving home, it only just turned school zone time. I was doing 60 Ks in a 60K zone, but it's 40 when it's school zone. And I was having the worst day, and I was like literally around the corner from home. And then he pulled me up and I was crying as well. I think that's why he let me off, because I had sunnies on. He's like, take your sunnies off, and my mascara's over. He's like, you having a bad day? I was like, yeah. And he's like, all right. He left me come back. He's like, look, I think I've clocked you at enough to lose your license, but I'm only going to say that you were 10 Ks over. So it was a $100 fine and 1 point. He's like, just so you have a lesson here today to make sure you're being mindful of the school zone. I was like, oh my God, thank you. Baddie. Listen to the excuses. I'll try that technique next time. That was so long ago that was like before I ever had like a job in Queensland. I had just moved up to Queensland and I was handing out resumes, and I was feeling so upset because I didn't have a job, and I was crying driving home. My mascara was everywhere, and then I got pulled up, so I quickly put my sunnies on. And it's just lucky that he asked me to take my sunnies off and noticed that I was crying, because then I think he felt bad for me. Like, you're having a bit of a rough day. And I was like, yes, and it's getting worse because you're here. But then he